My wife was trying to mute me, though. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fred Duff, all the way from Nags Head, North Carolina. Born and bred here, I'm sure. But anyway, with that being said, I'm excited about tonight's Zoom. I've done some homework and looked into this couple here. And let me just get a pre-warning out there before we get started, ladies and gentlemen. I am not responsible if you don't put your seatbelt on and you get ejected into the atmosphere tonight with this unbelievable couple. It's not my fault. I gave you the warning. If the mask drops down, be sure to put it on yourself first. That's the rules. I'm just telling you. So it's going to be wild and it's going to be great. And it won't be a Zoom unless we bring on our hostess with the mostest, the great Ashley Rowland. I believe she's somewhere. I don't know where she's at today. Somewhere, Mississippi, I think. But her and Todd are leading the national and international expansion of this business. They're sought after all over the world. And here's why, because both of them love having fun. And more importantly, they love helping people. Ashley, bring it on, girl. Help us all to the next level.
Thank you so much, Fred. I love co-hosting this night with you. You know, if you're new here tonight, just a guest taking a look at this for the very first time, we welcome you. And just relax, because what we're about to just share with you, we only have two things to offer if you choose. One is to better your health to whatever degree you like for that to be better for. And two, your finances. You know, whatever degree you would like to have extra coming into your house, or hey, change your life to whatever degree. Like if you can dream it, you can make it happen here. And that's what I love, the vehicle that you're about to see. We were going right through life just like you are. I had my dream job. I was a stay-at-home mom. That's all I ever wanted to do. And I was getting to live out that dream. And my husband had his dream job of being a high school football coach. The man ate, slept, and breathed football. So although we both had our dream job, we didn't have our dream life. We woke up at 30-something years old, 3 kids at the time. We now have 4, living paycheck to paycheck. Nobody ever dreams of growing up to live paycheck to paycheck. Life just happens, right? And so we got shown what you're about to see. We weren't skeptical or anything. We just, you know, 1, we didn't really have the money at the time. And 2, we didn't have time to invest into something else. We were already extremely busy. He worked at an 8A program. And if he didn't win at where he was coaching at the time, he really didn't have a job next year. I say this a lot, but this is the honest truth. My life was Friday Night Lights before Friday Night Lights even existed. So it was extremely stressful. So we got started very part-time, but over a part-time basis over 2 years, it walked us right into a full-time income. And so I can just tell you what you're about to see is real. And to whatever degree you choose for your life to be changed to. And also too, the beautiful thing is the health side of it is really reclaim your health and just feel better. So the name of the company is partner.co. We are a global company. We're in over 50 countries around the world. We're so much bigger. We're in a small town here in Mississippi. We've been in a couple of small towns from Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri. And so we are really, truly just so much bigger than just in some of these small towns, being all across the country and on a global scale, which is really, really unique and different. But here's what I love about our company is that we are partnered with doctors from all around the world. All of our products are doctor created, but they're backed by science. And the one thing that all of our doctors have in common across the board is a no compromise philosophy. But what does that mean for you and I? What it means is that all of our products come at 0 negative ingredients in them, but more importantly, they all come at clinical doses versus the products that we go buy off the shelf or we order online. They're just fairy dusted with the ingredients. So we get real results with our products. We have over 100 products within our company. We've got anything from clean energy drinks, 3 different liquid superfoods, nutritional supplement line. We got balance and hormones and weight loss, athletic performance, gut health, you name it, we've got it. We just sit right in the middle of 7 different multi-billion-dollar industries out here. You know, I was already going out there and buying at least 3 different products in any one of these different industries. The problem is that I was buying them, ordering them online, going to the big box stores, but I was not getting any results really from these products. So I got a whole shelf of half-taken products. Now all I do is just redirect my spending through myself, get high quality products, but at the end of the day, what really matters is I get real results. So we're just going to talk about this one product, and it's called the Slenderize, or Body Balancing Drops, Skinny Drops, Happy Drops, Magic Drops, Liquid Discipline. They've got a lot of nicknames out there. What it is 2 bottles come in a box. The first bottle is Slender X. It's a clear liquid of over 10 different plant leaf extracts. You're going to put it underneath your tongue 3 times a day, so it gets sublingually absorbed into the body. And what it's going to do is going to help support your thyroid, whether it's high or whether it's low. It's going to help support your pancreas, and it's going to help line out those insulin levels. It's going to also help detox your body. The second bottle is Accelerate, and you're going to put it underneath your tongue twice a day. And it's got your pure form of B12. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know what woman's not been chasing that B12 shot, because this is sublingually absorbed into our body. Instead, with the shot, you get the spike and you get the low. Because, like I said, it's sublingually absorbed, we just get that even kill energy. It's got your biotin, your pure form of B12, like I said, rhodiola, rosehip, and ashwagandha root. So now we're increasing our energy naturally. We're boosting our mood. We're feeling better. We're increasing our metabolism naturally. We're also stabilizing out those cortisol levels, because, you know, we get bombarded with stress all day long. I think we wake up stressed with the moment we pick up our phone to the moment we turn on our TV. It's like crisis, crisis, crisis all day long until we go to bed. So our cortisol levels stay spiked. The foods that we eat, the things that we drink, we put in our body keeps our insulin levels spiked. So when you got spiked insulin levels all day long, day after day, our cortisol
freezing up,
levels,
Ashley.
Say that again.
You're good.
Our cortisol levels are staying spiked. When those stay spiked, it suppresses our other hormones, and our body actually cannot function the way it's supposed to. So what this does is get our body back balanced, back working for us instead of against us. We are not a diet. We are not a weight loss. We aren't counting calories. We're not counting carbs. We're not starving you. We give you an approved food list to eat from. Just eat from the approved food list and take the drops. They only work if they get in your body. They do not work if they're sitting in the bottle. And listen, you know, there's so many more. And the side effect of this is weight loss. So getting your body back balanced and to have a positive side effect to a product, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. That's what makes us so unique and so different than anything else out there on the market. But at the end of the day, what really matters is real people having real results. And that's what you got your hands on. So tonight, you know what? We've got this amazing couple that's coming to us from, well, they were in Canada. That's where a big part of their business is growing, but they got an international business. But they are actually in Costa Rica tonight or today, or they have been for the last couple of weeks. That's where they've been living for the last 2 years, but they've been over in Canada working, but they're back in Costa Rica. But I just would love for Chris and Joni to come on and kind of share their testimonial from the drops. And then we're going to highlight some of the people that are over there in Canada and that's on their team as well.
Hello, can you hear us?
Oh, we got you.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so the drops are absolutely phenomenal. Chris, I have to thank Chris for stumbling across these online. He kept seeing all these before and after testimonials, and he was looking for exactly what these drops have to offer. And I personally didn't have a ton of weight that I wanted to lose, but I had heard people talking about how they help with better sleep and with night sweats, which I was struggling with both of those. So I thought, I'd really love to try them. And obviously we were also looking for a business. We've been in business for years. We'll get into that later. So, but I wanted to try it. And so personally for me, I was down 6.6 pounds within my first week. I was blown away how quickly I was losing weight when I didn't really have a ton of weight to lose. I wanted to lose about 15 pounds, but 1 pound each day. Like I was writing it down, tracking it. I weighed myself every morning. It was phenomenal. And, but the sleep at night, I could not believe it. I struggle with that. I'm usually up till, I wake up at 2 a.m. and I'm up till about 5 o'clock almost every single night. And I don't know why. And when I'm up, I'm up. But with the drops, I would close my eyes, and literally it was the weirdest feeling. I'd close my eyes and put my head on my pillow. And then when I opened my eyes, it was morning. I thought, this is great. And obviously also helped with the night sweat. So the drops have been absolutely phenomenal. Very excited about that.
For me, I was looking for like the dream product where you have the appetite suppressant, so you're not always craving or thinking about what you could be eating. At the same time, I wanted my metabolism to kick in again, because I'd been years since because we spend a couple hours a day at the tennis club, either working out, playing tennis, or a combination of the two. And so I really wanted something that would give me results from that, because a couple hours a day is significant exercise for most people. And so when I finally saw this thing, which totally came to me out of the blue, I mean, people were posting about it online, and I just kept seeing it randomly. I saw it from 3 different people, and I responded to all 3 of them, like, tell me about the drops, tell me about the drops, tell me about the drops. Finally, somebody, one of the 3 came back to me and told me about it. It was exactly what I was looking for: metabolism boost and the appetite suppressant. So it had both sides of the coin, so that I could, increase my metabolism, get my body working the way it's supposed to, at the same time, not be thinking about all the food that I could be eating.
So I love that. It appealed to you, a man, just as much as it does a woman. What a unique niche, right? And everybody's body arrives here differently. And so everybody's goal to get out of this. I mean, Joni, I know you say it's just 6 pounds, but go pick up a 5-pound weight. It's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
And so we love that. And, hey, no more night sweats. Sold right there, right? That's a
Absolutely.
game changer.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's just going to highlight some. I'm going to kind of let you guys kind of share. We've got Brandy here.
So Brandy, can we tell her story? So Brandy's amazing. Unfortunately, she was dealing with inflammation issues, and she was actually on medication for her inflammation issues. And she also wanted to lose some weight, and she just wanted to get into this pair of pants. She thought, if I can get into this pair of pants by the end of the month, I'll be so excited. And within 9 days, she just started shrinking so much that she literally was able to get that pair of pants on within 9 days, and was wearing them very comfortably by the end of the month. Her inflammation is pretty much completely gone, and she was completely off her meds. And then she had a shipment that she didn't order quite in time recently, and she was off of the drops for a while, and she just was in so much pain again. It just struggles with it so much. So for her, the drops is just a life changer. People would notice her feet and say, oh my goodness, what happened to what happened? What are you taking? And people are asking her about the drops now. So it's just been, she said, I couldn't believe it. One day I cleaned my entire house. I had to paint the house, clean the house. I did it all, and I wasn't even tired by the end of the day. And most days she can't even get out of bed, like with the pain that she deals with the inflammation and all that. So phenomenal progress for Brandy.
I love that. And then we got Robin.
Yeah.
And Robin never stops talking about her sleep and her energy. But what I noticed with Robin was her before and after pictures were like mind blowing. She looks like she dropped in half. She was, she just in shape, like looking fantastic. So clothes that she didn't have, that she had before, that weren't fitting her, that she can wear now, and it's just amazing. She looks like $1 million. But she's also a great business builder, and if you spend any time with her, she'll explain to you, man, this has changed her life.
She wasn't going to do the drops until she saw Brandy's results. She'd heard them from me, and she's like, yeah. And she heard about the business side. She's like, yeah. And then she saw Brandy, and she's like, okay, I'm going to try these. And then we'll talk more about business stuff later, but she's blown away by how these are just flying off the shelf.
I love it. And then Kim, I actually read this story 3 times. Amazing.
Yeah, this one kind of gets us excited and emotional at the same time. We've known her for 20 years plus, and from business, and we didn't even know that she was struggling the last 12, 15 years with a tumor that was affecting her pituitary and her all of her hormones. So things from struggling with having children. She did have two, which is a miracle. And gout and just the acidity that came from, eventually she didn't want to take chemo, but eventually ended up doing so. And just recently having some conversations with her, she's able to sit down with her doctor, and he said that her MRIs showed no more signs of tumor, and also that she had mentioned that she wasn't taking the chemo anymore, and that all of her pain was gone. And you can just see it when you talk to her and you look at her face. Well, I guess you can see it in this picture. She's so full of life, and she's such a special person. You know, she's so happy all the time. And I can't imagine spending 20 years of my life in pain and agony and all of the treatments and things. She's gone to Asia and to Mexico for special treatments and things that never worked. And just today, just a few months later, she's happy and free of all of that. So the hope that comes along with it, because she found this product.
To answer that question, yes, she was only using the skinny drops. She was going to try some of the other products that she saw as well, but she just wanted to stick to this and see how it would work for her. And it was just only the drops that did that for her.
Yeah, so we don't treat, cure, or diagnose anything. So we just give your body what it needs, and then the body can start taking care of what it needs to take care of. So again, everybody's results is different because everybody's body here arrives here differently when they start taking the drops. And so, like I said, I had to read hers 3 times, but I've heard this over and over and over from individuals with different symptoms that they have. She just happened to have a lot of the symptoms all in one area, right? So just the fact that her oncologist said her blood work, it was almost perfect, was just phenomenal. So she took all of this to her doctors, obviously, you know. So I love her story. And then
Risha Dare, a good friend of ours, we've been in business with her many times over years ago. And yeah, she's down 13 pounds and looking absolutely fabulous. Moved to Mexico and living her life there, and enjoying the financial freedom that the business has to offer as well. She looks fabulous.
Fabulous. Yes, she does. And then we got Cindy.
Oh, Cindy's doing so good. She just sent this to me yesterday. She's down 22 pounds, no more night sweats, no more cravings. She's looking phenomenal. She said what'd she say she wants to lose? I told her, I don't think you got any more weight to lose. She's got another goal of another
mission accomplished.
I think she's hit that goal. She looks fabulous.
And so, you know, there's so many more wins than just the number on the scale, and not having any more cravings and not having any more night sweats to sleep. There are no more inflammation going on in the body, really being able to have focus and get your memory back. That's what we're seeing. And I love that.
That cravings you just mentioned was something that she mentioned as well, Cindy, is that she doesn't crave potato chips anymore. She followed the diet, the approved food list, and she just doesn't have those cravings that she used to have. I absolutely noticed that when I was on the drops. I love baking. I love sweets, and I didn't even want it. I didn't even notice that I wasn't even hungry. I was hardly hungry. I had to remind myself to eat. But
right.
Christy, we were blessed to reconnect a few months ago because we had worked together years ago. And I mean, I hadn't even seen her in like 2 decades. And we got together with her when we did a little visit to Canada like a month and a half ago, and we saw her. We're like, man, you look like $1 million. And she'd already been on them for a month and a half, but apparently down 25 pounds, decreased the thyroid meds and also off the pain meds and things. It's so amazing to see when you can see it on somebody or see it coming off of somebody, it's pretty amazing. But it's showed up in her results. Because her business absolutely exploded, because everybody who's known her all these years can see what's happening with her, not just on the inside and the outside, but with what's happening in her life. She's absolutely smashing this as a business. So I guess we'll get to that later, but so proud of Christy.
Absolutely. I love that. And everybody just looks amazing. You can just see their glow that's happening. And then we've got Mary.
So Mary studied nutrition and supplements and has a wealth of knowledge on these products. So she's also doing very well with the business, but she sent me this picture and is down 21 pounds, no more headaches, tons of energy off medications. So we're just so thrilled to have her on the team as well. We have so many other people that have before and after testimonies, but these are the only ones that I got from my team. So
and this is always, Canada. This is Mexico, correct? I mean, you guys have got it all. Your business is all over.
Yeah, it is international.
International. And then we've got Reese and Ashley. They are your sponsors that brought you guys on board. So Reese, I love Reese and Ashley's story. I got to know Ashley first, and then I got the pleasure of meeting Reese. So Reese, do you want to hop on and kind of share your start with the drops?
Sure. I guess I don't know. Joni and Chris can probably do it better than I can. They're to talk about this. It's been amazing to work with them. But so just on the drops, I mean, they have absolutely changed my life. I'm actually down 65 pounds, not 54 pounds. Ashley, you need to change that.
I need to update it.
One do is tell people when I see myself on this is like, hey, you got to update that. But I'm down 65 pounds. But the story with me is I'm known as the skeptic. I'm known as the unsupportive spouse because my wife Ashley, she brought home these drops and said, hey, I'm going to do these skinny drops. I'm going to do this business, and I made fun of her and she said I rolled my eyes. She says I do that a lot, But my wife is a firecracker. She's an Ashley, right, Ashley? That y'all are firecrackers. And it was not going to be a pleasant home if I didn't like help support her a little bit. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the drops. And I did. I started taking the drops, but I took the drops to prove her wrong because I'd done paleo, I'd done keto, I'd done the new map, I've done all that, and I would have success. But I'm such an addict to sugar, so addicted to sugar that I would literally, I would go through 3 weeks or so of it, and then my wife would be like, eat a Snickers because you're grumpy, you're miserable. You got to have. So I would start eating sugar again and gain all my weight back. So I knew these drops were going to be the same thing. So I started taking the drops, and about a week and a half in, I went to bed one night and I was like, I did not have a soda today. And that was crazy for me because I was having Sunkist, Cokes, Mountain Dews, whatever it is. I was having 5 or 6 a day. I didn't drink water at all. I know this sounds childish, but I was going to bed that same night, and I was like, I didn't have my cookies and milk tonight. And when I say cookies and milk, I'm not talking 3 Oreos. I'm talking a full pack of Oreos. So that's why I was 291 pounds when I started the drops. And now I'm down to 226 felt the best I've ever felt, in the past 25 years. My blood work is all normal now, where my A1C was elevated, my cholesterol was elevated, my blood pressure was elevated, all that. And it's all thanks to the drops. And then on the business side, it's a totally different story. I can share that at a later time. But my wife's she didn't need to lose weight. She's like Joni. She was looking like maybe lose 10, 15 pounds. She lost that weight, but her big thing was she has no more night sweats. And that's huge because, literally we had to wash the sheets every single night.
Yeah. And so, Reese, what's the saying that you have to say to your wife all the time?
What do you mean? I can't. You're right.
You were right, and I was wrong.
when it's not true.
Anyway, so that's what I love when you got a skeptic. The best medicine for the skeptic is just to take the product, and get their own testimony, and that's what Reese did. So I love y'all's story because it's we all have it out there. Ursula, mother of 6. She's busy, on the go, lives at the ball field. She'll tell you that she now weighs less than she did when she had her first child. Dr. Crystal has alopecia. She'll tell you she was sick and tired of just being so sick and tired. She took her health into her own hands, and now she'll tell you she weighs less than the amount of weight she lost. And then we got Miss Kim Gray, who's got muscular dystrophy. Everybody, those that don't know, she was 2 years away from being in a wheelchair. And she had been on, just like everybody here, she'd been on all the diets, all the weight loss programs, doctor prescribed diets, and just never had success because they required exercise. She could not exercise. So her daughter brought home a box of drops. And she got started. 2 weeks in, lost 12 pounds, but over 8.5 months, she's lost 92 pounds. But this is the most beautiful thing. That beautiful lady right there in that pink dress, that picture was taken in April of this year. So she's been here for 5 years. She lost her weight in the first 8.5, 9 months. So she's maintained her weight loss. So that's what I love. We are, like I said, we're not a diet. We're not a weight loss We are a lifestyle change, and we're a community of people that get to be a part of that lifestyle change and get to walk this journey with you. Randy here started with us on October 31st. He's down over 155 pounds. AJ, a coach, down 100 pounds in 6 months. So you can just see all ages, all body types here. And see, again, this isn't a weight loss. This is about getting your body back balanced and back working for you. So the side effect is weight loss. And those that, you know, want to take their bodies to the next level and get really ripped up, and that's there for those that want to do that as well, that want to come off the antidepressants that they're on. And just because of the moods that you're feeling so much better, you know, we get put on this medication and we never have an end in sight. What if you had an end in sight? That's what this is about, is getting your body back balanced. And that's what I love. So we talked about one product. You've just heard some real people that are having real results. I'm going to switch gears and talk business for just a few minutes. You know, over the last couple of years, there's been some things that have kind of happened on a global scale that's kind of really merged some things that, you know, everybody is way more aware of today that they weren't a couple of years ago. One being the health and wellness world. Everybody is way more aware of their health today than what they were 3 or 4 years ago. That technology world, oh my goodness. This little gadget shrinks the world down on a global scale, like than it did a couple of years ago. Not only that, but you know, the masses being able to use the technology is a whole nother ball game that has happened in the last couple of years. Then that home-based business world, you know, everybody, I don't know who's been to the grocery store lately. Everything costs so much more to live this day and age. Raising kids, just everyday living costs so much more, and needing to build in an extra stream of income. But also too, everybody was sent home a couple of years ago. Nobody necessarily wants to be at home, but nobody wants to be back in that cubicle either. Everybody wants that mobility and flexibility to be able to work where they want to and when they want to. And then that last piece of the equation is that mobile transaction world. You know, a couple of years ago, I would never put one of these mobile payment apps on my phone. Now it's not a matter of if I have one, it's which one do I have? I have all of them. It's the craziest thing. And so people pay other people through a mobile app and don't even give it a second thought anymore. So between having this little technology in the palm of our hands with the mobile transaction world that has opened up to us, the everyday person, gives us the power of the big box stores, the franchises, any and every kind of big business out there on a global scale, not just a your state, but on a global scale. That's what you have your hands on and what you're about to see. So for $29.95 one time, that's not every 6 months or once a year renewal. It's a one-time fee. What do you get with that? You get a website that runs your business. You get a front office, you get access to all 100 products. You get access to all 50 plus countries that we talked about. There's the American flag up there. You'll just click on, like Canadians, they just click on that flag. They'll click on their flag. All the products that are in that country will come up for them and their pricing. You can do that for all the countries that we're in. You get a back office that keeps track of all your customers, your orders. Most importantly, if you choose to build a business here, it'll keep track of your paychecks. You get an app that you'll download and you can run everything from your phone. You get a lot of digital tools for that $29.95. It's amazing. Then here in America, this is how easy it is to get started. You get a 4-pack. You sell 3, get yours for free. When you sell those 3, not only do you get your box for free, but it also covers the cost of that $29.95. So you've now got a free business and a free box of drops. But I'm going to let Chris and Joni come on and share how they do it over there in Canada.
Yeah, so Canada, we order 3 packs. So the product's not on the ground in Canada yet, although we do have our approval. So by the end of the year, we should be selling drops right out of Canada, which will be great because it takes a while to ship them. And so we like to get our hands on as many 3-packs as possible. But for now, we're limited to 1 3-pack per name. Talk to the person who invited you on this call for more details on that. But for a 3-pack, it costs actually $378 with change. So $379. Look on the right-hand side of the screen. We've got the correct price on the right there. So $379. And that's the wholesale price for us to buy them as a distributor. Okay. The full retail price for 1 box is $232.50. But we can give those drops at a discount when we buy them in bulk. So we're able to give our customers a 15% discount so that they can buy them for $197 and change per box. So if you sell those 3 boxes out, you're bringing in $591 minus the $379 that it cost you to buy that, which leaves $213 in your pocket. I don't see what you have on the screen behind you there, but it should be about $313 per 3-pack. And we're finding that most of our distributors are shooting for ultimate. They're shooting to sell out 10 3-packs their first month. And we have over 30 people that have hit ultimate within their first 30 days, which means they've sold 10 3-packs. That's $2,130 in their first month. And later, we're probably going to get into a little detail on our media system here, but just using our social media system alone of posting is how they sold out those drops. And I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life.
And these are not influencers. These are regular people.
Yeah,
like
that's,
you and I.
Sorry. Yes, that's the thing that blows my mind, is that these are not like super networkers that know everybody on the planet. They're just people like you, me and you, average people that just is sharing the before and after testimonies of what this is doing for people, posting them on their social media, following our system of growth, and making literally like a serious income within, some of them is in as little as a week. I showed you Cindy's picture up there. Her first 5 days, she sold out 30 boxes. It's just by following this amazing system. So thanks to the upline for all your support and putting the system together. We love it.
That's awesome. So that's all we do. Really? So you share. We have nothing for sale. We just share our journey here, either by word of mouth or social media. And this is the system that they were just talking about. Is there's an app that you would download called Boards. And listen, when you download this app, the person that invited you will send you a link. It'll upload right into that app for you. And we help you launch your business. And it takes less than 10 minutes. And you are open and up and running. It is the most amazing thing out there. So now you're taking your drops and you're turning them into profits. And that's the income that's coming into that mobile transaction app world that makes the difference in your household tomorrow. I've never, in all the years that we've been in this industry, ever seen anything like it. So it absolutely is a game changer for anybody that's wanting to build in that extra stream of income. So we are so much more than just selling a box of drops, though. We are a real business. And within our company was actually voted the #1 compensation plan in the industry. You do not have to take my word for it. You can go look that up in the Better Business Home magazine. And there's over 10,000 companies that was in there getting voted on. Fred, I don't know about you. Reese, I don't know about you, but we get paid here 9 different ways within our company. We've only talked about the retail profits, but listen, there's 8 other ways here that we get paid. I've never gotten paid 8 different ways for doing a job. When I worked in a doctor's office, when we built a fence, when Todd was coaching and teaching and even won state championships, he would get a pat on the back. Good job, you get one next year. How about you, Reese or Fred? Have you ever gotten paid 9 different ways?
No, ma'am. In fact, I spent most of my young adulthood as a young bricklayer, laid bricks for quite a few years. And the paycheck, that was back when they actually wrote you a check. We would run to the bank and pray it didn't bounce, much less get paid once. So that was my history.
How about you, Reese? Have you ever gotten paid 9 different ways? Or how about where you're working right now? Do you get paid 9 different ways for the job? You probably do 10 different jobs. One person does 10 different jobs, don't you?
I feel like that. See, I do all those jobs, but I only get paid for one of those jobs. Yeah, you don't. And it is just phenomenal. And I'd love if you could just have Chris and Joni just like, I don't know if you've ever heard them speak on the this piece of it real quick. Just real quick, Chris and Joni, it is amazing with the way they explain this. I mean, the passion they have for this compensation plan.
Well, do you want to click ahead and see, let me
Well, we
see
go
where
into,
we go.
or my favorite, we go into how to get paid, you got to have a subscribe and save, and
Of
that's
course,
just a
of course.
customer of any
Naturally.
type.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Did you have a slide did you want us to get to, or did you want us to go
No,
through?
I just wanted you if you don't mind, just a quick 2 minutes on the pay
Okay,
plan for you.
a slide. Go ahead.
we've had some experience in this industry. We've been blessed to be a part of several companies, and actually we've been very blessed. God has been very good to us in this industry. But oftentimes we found compensation plans had holes, and this compensation plan in its entirety, I have not discovered any holes. I have discovered that it's actually better than what you will see as you go through it. The retail profits alone for the people in our group, we have just like a little over 100, maybe 120 people in our group. That's not a big business in this industry, but I mean, we got people making money. We got people making thousands of dollars, lots of them, like dozens of them making thousands of dollars in retail profits. The retail profits here are for real. If you're looking for a home-based business and you're, afraid to talk to people, like this system of growth works. It is done for you. It's literally 100% done for you. You can literally plug it in on your phone. You can schedule all of your posts and it will do it all for you. And you can literally have the income coming in like you've never seen in any other program in this industry. Then the new volume bonuses give people the ability to make thousands of dollars in the short term by helping other people make retail profits. So it's designed ingeniously. And then the base commissions over time create this residual income for you that could last a lifetime, because we're talking about this company was put together by a couple of geniuses, and you'll see as you learn about where it came from that it's something that could last a lifetime, like literally a legacy kind of company. There's savings bonuses, and so I don't want to jump ahead, but I wish I could be clicking through this part right now.
So real quick, just to get paid, you got to have a customer that like a subscribe and save. It could be a customer, it could be you. It unlocks that 30% discount. There's no contract here. You can turn around and retail it, get with the person that invited you, and they can go over the many options that are here for this. But this is right where Chris was at. This is probably our favorite way, right, Chris and Joni, and Reese and Fred? This is our favorite way to get paid.
Absolutely.
Because in this industry, we're not about putting you in debt. We're about getting you out of debt. And that's what you got your hands on with our company. I didn't know. Do you want to add anything there, Chris?
I love the savings bonus. I'm looking forward to mine. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it, and you won't know about it until you see me driving it.
See, it can be whatever you want. I'm not putting you in a box and telling you what it's got to be. It's whatever you want that works for your family. And so we get paid here weekly. So instead of getting paid 4 times a month, when you unlock this savings bonus, we call this free money. And the company sets aside free money of 15% into an account with your name on it. When it hits $10,000, they can call you and congratulate you, direct deposit it into your account. And then after that, you get an extra check a month. So now you get paid 5 times a month. That is your retirement. That is your house note. That is your car note. That is your vacation, kids' college, whatever it is, it's whatever you want that fits best for your family. It's giving you the power to decide for yourself. This is my absolute favorite way that we get paid. And then if you like to make money on the side, we also have 2 trips a year. One is to Tahiti that we took in April. And then we just got back from the Bahamas in May that it's our North America trip. So if you like to make money, reclaim your health, feel better, have more energy, not have any more night sweats and hot flashes, and just, feel good like you did before. I say reverse the clock back, I guess, in time. Then you get to build in an extra stream of income into your life, and then you get to travel for free. I mean, it is really phenomenal company, products that really work, that get real results. And then the system that we have in place is set up and designed for just anyone that has the desire to want something better in life. Like I said, from either a health standpoint and or a financial, it's totally up to you and to whatever degree you choose. It just so happens the couple that we have on tonight chose big. They literally have been in this industry since they were 21 years old and have lived life on their terms. They chose not to accept life. They chose to lead their life and live their dream life. So it's just a choice. It's just a decision. So Chris and Joni, do you mind just sharing? Like, everybody starts here the exact same way. You guys aren't any different than anybody else on this call, right? And so you guys just saw this at a younger age, but where were you in life when this industry found you?
You know, we were just kids, and actually everybody called us the kids. We were so young back then. I was 21, Chris was 22. And it's so funny that you use that word decision, because it's exactly what I was going to say, that, you know, we were just so fortunate that we saw this as young as we did. And that Chris's dad was as entrepreneurial as he was. He had done lots of businesses, and he was always in sales, and, you know, he ran his own businesses, and he introduced us to the book Cash Flow Quadrant. And he taught us about passive income and being a business owner, and then introduced us to the networking industry. And so we started our first networking business when I was 21, Chris was 22. We were just dating. And I was living with my aunt in Calgary, and he was living with his parents in Okotoks. We never got to see each other. I was working downtown Calgary in oil and gas. And I remember I'd have to get up, get on a bus, and get downtown while the stars were in the sky. It was freezing cold winter. Stars are in the sky. I'm cold. I don't want to be going down there. And then I didn't get off work and I was taking courses at nighttime to become certified, to become a production accountant. I didn't get home till really late at night when the stars were in the sky again. And it was the most depressing time of my life. I was so depressed. And I just thought to myself, how am I going to do this for the rest of my life? Like, even if we lived together, I would never see Chris. I'm gone all the time. And we got an opportunity to go to an event, our very first event. And actually, I was the only one that got to go, because our upline was going, and her husband had to stay home with their kids because they got sick. So she asked me if I wanted to just take this extra ticket that they couldn't get refunded. And she was pretty smart, because she knew that I was very motivated. Good investment. A very good investment, a very good investment. I got down to that event, and she picked, I'm the dreamer of the two of us, me and Chris, right? So I got to watch kids going across stage, getting cardboard checks, driving fancy cars, people talking about never, you know, quitting their jobs and living this free life. And I just saw it immediately. Like, I just believed it with my whole heart. And I just knew that we could do this too. If they could do it, I could do it. So I was writing stuff down the whole event. I was trying to figure out what I could accomplish within my first, you know, year in the business. And they had this Rookie of the Year award. I'm like, oh, well, somebody's got to win it. It might as well be me. I wrote it down, Rookie of the Year. They had a trip incentive. I'm like, yes, we're going on a trip. Check, putting that one down. I wanted to get recognized on stage. You had to promote to a level called executive. I wrote that down. And so we just got to work, and we did not have a clue what we were doing. I remember Gilbert, the one that called us the kids, he'd say, just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, trust me, just keep doing what you're doing. But we did the baby steps. We literally just followed the system, what they taught us to do. And within 2 months, Chris was able to quit all 3 jobs. 2 months later, I quit my job. By our 6th month in the business, we had won that trip. While we were on the trip, we got an extra check for $10,000. We were kids. We made $26,300 in our 8th month of network marketing, and still didn't know what we were doing. And we got recognized on stage for executive. We became Rookies of the Year. Everything that I'd written down on paper, we accomplished. And it was because we made the decision to do it. And we decided we wanted that life. And we've been living that life ever since. So maybe Chris can talk a bit about that. Sorry, I get excited. Or did you want me to talk about that?
Well, it gets dark early here in Costa Rica. I turn around the computer and show you the view. But you know what got me, what brought this to us was my father. He said 2 things. Yes, he gave us the cash flow quadrant. He explained how there's 4 different ways to earn money in this world. There's the employees, the self-employed, the business owners, and the investors. You're either working for money or money's working for you, really. And there's only one quadrant where you can do that. That's the business owners. He also said to me that if you took a penny and you put it on day 1 of a calendar and you doubled it each day for 31 days. So you got 2 pennies, you got 4 cents, you got 8 cents, 16 cents, just doubling that penny. At the end of a week 1, you got like nothing. You still got a bunch of cents, not even a buck. I think He said, on day 31, how much money you think you got? I was guessing. I was like, $100,000. He's like, okay, I thought you'd guess better than that. $10.7 million, just doubling a penny. But it takes time. What he wanted me to understand was that business includes leverage. It's something you can't get in a job. Trading time for money, working, linear income, working for a dollar cannot get you free. He explained to me in that one simple analogy that you could be free if you had a business where people working and money working could create leverage for you. And so I got it all of a sudden. I'm like, oh man, that's amazing. So you're telling me we got a product here. We could take that to market. We could get other people taking that to market, and then we're going to get paid when other people take that to market. Yes. Before you knew it, man, we had thousands of people on the team. And when you understand that kind of leveraged income, like this weekend, we had family come to town. We're in Costa Rica. We couldn't be there working all weekend, but we could be there with our family and still get paid all weekend. Like getting paid all weekend is a very nice thing.
Getting paid while we sleep. But, I want to talk specifically about this business and what we saw and why we were attracted to join this company, because we have been in this industry for 20 years and we ran the meetings. We were the ones running the events. I remember when we had 5 cities going, we had Red Deer, Edmonton, Calgary, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and we drive on the weekends down to Cranbrook. And so we were setting up our projectors, showing everything, teaching people how they could earn residual income. But we were talking about this freedom, but we were really working a lot. we did have our together time, and we could work if we chose to. We could take a month off if we wanted to. Actually, that month that we got that $26,000 check, we were in Mexico for 3 weeks of that month. So the great part about the residual income is it keeps coming in regardless of where you are, right? So there is so much financial freedom to this. But we were working so hard with those other businesses, and then all of a sudden I had kids. I got pregnant, and everything changed. And we had, the company we were working with actually was no longer. So things changed, and I was trying to find something that I could do from home. I just have been in all these network marketing businesses, but I didn't truly know how to work it from home because I was the one running the meetings. And we kept telling people, come to the meetings. Yeah, we had a weekly Zoom, but the majority of our stuff was face to face. And so Chris and I had been looking ever since we actually had our first child, Beckham, for ways to leverage our time more and to be able to build more online and actually leverage social media. And we actually, just before we came across this Partner Co company, we learned all about social media marketing. We took the social media marketing course, and we discovered that there really truly is a way that you can build a business from home. And when we came across this system of growth that this company's put together, that these distributors, we were blown away because it is 100% in line with how to build a business from home. I was like, man, if I could have just found this like a decade ago when I had my babies and I was literally in my house, stuck with my kids, couldn't go anywhere. And all I wanted to do was build online, but I didn't know how. But
timing is perfect. There's never been a better time. There's never been an easier time in the history of mankind for someone to go out and create a fortune for themselves on the internet. And I know people have been saying that for 20, 30 years since the invention of the internet. But right now with social media and these systems that are put in place, and also, if you think about the fact that people are at sort of, I don't want to call it an all-time low, but sort of like an all-time low where the cost of living is so high and incomes are not commensurate. People are in a place where they need this now more than ever. And we have the solution here. It's like, for me, it's like, I wanted something that was organic, that would build naturally, that would be a product that I could put in people's hands that would actually change their life. I didn't want to sell something. I didn't want to have big fancy presentations, explain why something was so great for people. I wanted something that if they tried it, they would know instantly that it was that great. And it would therefore change their life, and therefore we could build a business out of it. And that is what we have found here with Partner Co and with the Skin Drops thing.
And that's what you got your hands on. And you guys have created this life. You homeschool your kids. You've got a business in Canada. You live in Costa Rica. You got business in Mexico, in the United States. Global business, international business. We're not even open in Costa Rica, I don't believe, are we?
No, you're not. But there's
I
a
mean,
lot of Americans and Canadians that live there.
yeah, that's right. But you know, that's the beauty of what you got your hands on, and with the products that make a difference in somebody's life tomorrow. And you know, I thank you guys so much for coming on. You're truly living your life, living your dream life. You're truly leading your life and not just accepting your life. And that's what, this is just the vehicle. That's all we are, is the vehicle to get you to whatever it is, that goal, that dream in life. I just would challenge you to just look out over the next 6 months to year and look at, what do you want out of your life? What is it that you want that you can't get with what you're currently doing? And that is what we come into play. We're just that vehicle, whether it be from a health standpoint and or finances. So thank you. Y'all are amazing. Such a powerful couple. Thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing your journey, sharing your stories with us, and sharing your team with us. Get back with the person that invited you, and we look forward to partnering up with you. Everybody have a great night.
Thanks for having us.
Great job. Great job.